Hey, what's going on everyone? This is KC. I am back again with another exciting video. Now I will tell you this is part 2, all right? So you may want to check out the first part of this video, but if you're already advanced and you kind of know what's going on musically, then this video is perfect for you. You can start right here with this version. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss 4 different areas that will absolutely transform your music department or your music ministry. And also too, we're going to be giving away a really cool piece of software to your ministry. All you have to do below is mention your ministry's name, and you know, we're just going to do a random drawing with that. So this will be great to help you and your music ministry maybe go to the next level, especially in the area of technology. But just know that this is coming from the bottom of my heart. I really love you guys, and I'm so grateful and so thankful. So anyway, don't forget to put your ministry name at the bottom, and maybe the location, and kind of give a shout out to your music ministry. We're going to be giving away Studio One 3, and this is the professional version. This is the full featured version of Studio One. All right, so we'll kind of talk about that a little bit more, but anyway, we're going to discuss 4 different stages: planning, preparation, practice, and performance. All right, so these are the four P's that you need to really transform your music ministry. The first thing, planning. Me personally, that's something that I like to do on my own. I like to kind of, sit somewhere quietly, maybe in this area here. As you can see, it's very peaceful, very Zen-like, and just somewhere in silence, so I can kind of really meditate and say, what song will be great for this ministry or great for during this certain service. So the song that we're going to discuss today is All For You. It's absolutely free. All right, you can go to the website, you can download it. Now, I say it's free. There's a $2 donation, and then you're not giving it to me. We have to take care of the publishing company of the song because we didn't write it, and we also have to take care of the transaction fee. So for like $1 each is basically how that goes. But anyway, for $2, you get a whole lot of tools. All right, so let's jump into this song, All For You. This is a very challenging song. Very challenging. It's not easy at all. What I like to do, I created a website for my church for them to go to. They can access it on a mobile device or even on a desktop, and they can go here and get their parts, get the lyrics, get the instrumental that I create. They can go in and listen to their parts as well. So let's enter this website. This is created with Wix. All right. Cool thing about Wix is free. So I'm showing you some free things that you can use. All right. And I'm going to skip ahead here. Because I can't show you everything, but I would like to show you what the choir members see when they access the website. You go in here and they can see everything. I mean, every song that I teach, here it is right here. They can go in, like, for example, this song, All For You. Again, it's a challenging song. It changes modes. It's really, really difficult, but we're going to dig in and I'm going to show you how it works. But again, this is part of the preparation. You can go in, the altos can go in and listen to their part. Verse. For you to use, take all I am. All right, tenors the same way. They just click on the tenor part. You to use, take all I am. For you is to please. They can jump around. My desire. All right. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you with all that because you get all this stuff. It's included in your package. There's an instrumental version they can listen to. There's an instrumental version with lyrics. So here's the chord chart for the band. Look at this. All the numbers. I like to play with numbers. I don't really read chord notation, chord notation when I'm playing. I generally just have number system. Here are the parts that each choir member has access to: the verse, the bridge, the chorus, verse 2, vamp. The format is here at the bottom. I know I'm speaking fast, but I just like to get right to the point. Again, the name of the song is All For You by Precia Hilliard. The key of the song is A flat major into A flat minor, so it changes. And also the BPM, which is the tempo, 154. All right. So with that being said and done, take care of your choir members. If you're a leader, take care of them. Do the best you can. I don't do this for every song, but you better believe when I show up to rehearsal, 99.9% of the time, I have this right here. So even if I don't have parts played or parts typed out, parts played or anything like that, you better believe I have my lyrics and I have my parts typed out. All right. So watch video number 1 about how I go about that, but I'm going to break a little bit of that stuff down. All right. So let's close out of this and let's go to preparation. All right. So now the preparation part, you want to kind of go in, you type your part. Some of you have asked, How do I go about preparing my parts? I literally type everything out. So for example, this song is, it starts off, my desire is to please you. All right. But it's in a mode of B major. Even though I have A flat, it changes to the mode of A minor or B major. So I'm not going to get real deep with that. This isn't a piano lesson. All right, so in the B scale, this is how I approach my choir rehearsals, just like this. I say, okay, choir, you guys ready? Let's go with the soprano part. All right, let's start with the verse. And we know we're in the key of B here, so I go up the scale. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sopranos are on the top line, altos are on the second line, and my tenors are on the bottom line. So sopranos are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the B major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And again, I'm singing soprano here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My desire is to please you. My desire is to please you. All right, and I'll pull my piano up here so you can see it. Right here, if you notice, this is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 6. 6, 6, sharp 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. All right, altos. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. All right, out the tenors. 1, 2, flat 2. So the cool thing about this scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, flat 2 means to flat the second. So 1, 2, flat it down. So it's a C. So flat 2, 2, 3, flat 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. Some of you guys have asked, when you're not just using regular numbers, how do you alter them? So this is how I do it. All right. So that's that whole verse, basically. All right. Let's go to something a little more difficult real quick, and then I'll go into the production side where I actually show you how I produce the parts, the piano, guitar, and all that fun stuff. Verse 2 is crazy. Man, I ain't gonna lie, right here, it goes to, all I want to do is worship you. Listen to the soprano part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All I want to do is worship you. All I want to do is worship you. Next line. All I want to do is worship you. Listen, that's crazy. But you see this notation here. 6, 6, sharp 6, 6, flat 6, 6, 7, 1, 6, 6. So let's do this together. All I want to do is worship you. 2, 3, 4. All I want to do is worship you. Next part, bottom line. All I want to do is worship you. 2, 3, last one. All I want to do is worship you. All right, and if you notice too, it changes keys. This is in the B. All right, let's go to the A flat when it's just A flat major now. Watch this. Sopranos. So here I am. Now watch this. Here's A flat major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So here I am. That's the numbers of it. All right. Altos. So here I am. They're on the 1. Watch this. Flat 6, flat 6, 7, 7, 1. Because here's 1, 1, 7, flat 7, 6, flat 7. Some of you guys might remember I did a video. It's called 12 chords, 12 seconds in all 12 keys. Basically, you go through every increment of the scale. So like this will be 1, flat 2, 2, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 6, 6, flat 7, 7, 1, in the key of C, because you can see that a lot easier. White keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, flat 2, 2, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 6, 6, flat 7, 7, 1, 1, 7, flat 7, 6, flat 6, 5. So train your ear to hear these different scale degrees. All right, makes it a whole lot easier when you're actually transcribing these songs. So as you can see, man, this song is no joke at all, man. I mean, some of the parts are very intricate, and you just have to take your time and listen to each part the best you can. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Comment below and say, hey, KC, teach me how you listen to parts. Or KC, teach me how you actually type this stuff out. All right. So there we go. That's that. Let's go to something a little more intricate here. I use a software called Logic Pro. At the time, I was using Logic Pro to produce my tracks, a lot of stems and things like that we use in music ministry. But getting right to the point, I use Logic and I use MIDI and I use soft synths. These are terms that some of you guys may be familiar with, some of you aren't. But anyway, like for example, the lead guitar, it doesn't exist. It's not a real guitar, but it's like a sample. So like this sample here is the guitar. All right, and as you can see, when I play this, I can push in as the vibrato effect or tremolo effect. I don't know, it's one of those words, but anyway, it vibrates, so I use vibrato. All right, and another cool thing about this guitar, this is, by the way, this is Stratosphere from the company Orange Tree Samples. Greg is the CEO, president of the company, man. He's been so, treated us so great, and I just have to give him a shout out. He's not paying me to do this shout out here because I've done other shout out videos for him. So this is free of charge. Check out this cool guitar. My settings are maybe a little different than factory settings, but anyway. All right, so you can do all really cool things with the pitch bend and things like that. So anyway, that's the guitar that you're hearing in the song. And also some of the other sounds that you hear are actually sounds that we sell on our website. On the Pretty Simple Music website, actually it's Pretty Simple Sounds, because Pretty Simple Music, Pretty Simple Sounds, Pretty Simple Tracks, they're three different businesses, all right? Three different business models, but they're all, you know, kind of associated with Pretty Simple Music. So anyway, so this is how I kind of go in and I build my tracks. If you want to know exactly how I go through the tracking process, let me know. Comment below and say, hey, KC, you know, just, hey, I read the comments, believe it or not. I really do. I go through personally and read everything that you guys have. So I'll go back and select my piano part here. So anyway, I go through and I track my parts, I export them, and then I throw them into like maybe Ableton or something like that for performance. Also too, I can chop them up and send them to the band members so they can learn maybe the bass part, learn the drums and vocals and things like that. And I do plan on increasing my song library. I'm not into selling stems, multi-tracks. That's not my business model. I'm into sharing and giving. So that's the reason why it's only $2, because you're just paying the coverage fee so I can license and be able to use the songs with like Prashia Hilliard and also the transaction fee. So that's that. Moving on real quick. Like I say, I really want to cover as much ground as I can. I talked about this free giveaway that we're going to be doing. Remember to give your church a shout out below. Put your church name, because a random church is going to be chosen to receive Studio One. Let me show you Studio One. Let's open it up real quick. It is amazing. All right. So I'm just opening up Studio One here. No, I don't need you to do that. Create a new song. It's real simple. You can name the song if you want, but I'm just going to keep this very generic. Let's throw some files in. All right. Again, you get all these files. Everything that you see in this video, you're going to get it. And I'll just kind of copy all this and just literally just drag it in. All right? That's the cool thing about Studio One, and most DAWs do the same thing. But I'm going to show you what most DAWs don't do. And when I say DAW, I mean Digital Audio Workstation. That's D-A-W. I'll tell you what, I also throw in the vocal stems as well. You get these as well. Soprano, alto, and tenor. I'll get these and I'll throw these down in here as well. Put them here at the bottom, drag them to the first beat. Now, if you notice here, the tempo is 120. This song is 154. That's the beats per minute. That's the actual tempo of the song. But watch what happens here. So we're going to start this up.
Intro.
Listen to
5,
this.
6, 7, 8.
It's playing it as if the tempo was 120. So this is doing something almost similar to what Ableton can do. Let's go to the original tempo here, 154. There we go. And go back to the top.
Intro. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And you can go here to the mix. You can look at everything. I'll bring the vocals up. All right, let's go to vocals. So you can hear this.
Verse 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, that's the lead. Let's go to the extra vocal. You can hear him a little bit here.
My desire is to please you.
I'm just pressing solo.
My desire is to please you. So here I am for you to use. Take all I am. It's all for you. So here I am.
The cool thing about Studio One, all the sequencing from beginning to end, you can do all that in here. In fact, this is the software that I use to do all of my tracking and things like that now. I don't have to drag anything over. Everything starts and ends right here. All right. So it's really, really cool software, man. I mean, you got instruments. Look at this. You got, and this comes, again, you're getting the professional version. So you're getting all the instruments that come with this. Now, not all the instruments that you hear. Now, you're not getting the Strata. Those are different VSTs. But this thing comes with so many other amazing instruments. Piano, guitar, bass. I mean, it comes with all kind of, you can do, like, literally produce a complete album with just the factory sounds here. But if you want some more exclusive sounds, head on over to Pretty Simple Music. We have those, or Pretty Simple Sounds. We have you covered there. I don't have a full band. Let me just be honest with you guys. Every church doesn't have the budget to hire the hottest keyboard player, bass, drummer, guitar. Even some churches even hire their singers, praise and worship leader, and some of them hire background singers. That's not the situation for the ministry that I'm at. So, in fact, my bass player, I got to give him a shout out, Adrian Bird. He's an awesome bass player. He plays for free. Plays for free. Like, a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy, but he does. He shows up. He pays ties. He does everything. And a lot of times he can't play the bass like he wants to because he has to help out with the sound department. So that leaves me with just one keyboard and a drummer. So, and my drummer, Z, we call him Z Platinum Dalco. You can probably find him. He's an awesome drummer. He is on staff. He is paid, but I'm sure he probably play for free too. Probably not. But anyway, so sometimes it's just me and my drummer, and it's just us. And so I have to have this big sound. These churches expect you to have this big sound. They want it to sound like the album. You know, that sound okay, but that don't really sound like the album. So what I have to do, I have to create stems and create tracks and things like that so that we can sound full. All right. So anyway, when my bass player, Adrian, he's running sound, well, guess what? I have to turn on the bass stem. And so that's this software here. It's called Ableton. We've given away this software as well. Like, for example, you can go to different sections of the song. Let's say you want to close the song out. You saw I can go to any part of the song with the click of a button, all right? Or I sometimes have a controller and I do different things, but that's a whole nother story. This is more or less the performance aspect of things, because I really want to try to show every facet of it, but keep the video length kind of short. There's no need in me dragging this thing on out. But this software is absolutely amazing because, like, all right, let's say I got a drummer. This is what we hear. Let's say my bass player is there. So the bass player can play along with it, the drummer can play along. If the drummer doesn't show up, here we go.
Chorus 5, 6, 7, 8.
Those vocal cues, you can take them out. All right. So anyway, you can go to different sections. You can assign them to the keyboard or to the pads. You can do anything with this. So Ableton, I have other videos that kind of talk about Ableton. But basically, I want to show you guys how I teach parts the next level, especially when you're changing keys and it changes modes, especially difficult songs like All For You. And also the recording process, what I start with, Logic, and then, like I said, I ended up in Studio One. But now I start and end in Studio One because we're giving that away. Studio One 3, the professional version. I think it's like $500. All right. So again, I'm coming out of my pocket to pay for this and to sow into your ministry. Now, I'm not trying to get the glory from it, but I'm just telling you that this is not the endorsed giveaway. That'll be a little later on. This is something that's coming from me, from my heart to you guys. So I love you guys so much. Again, give your church a shout out. List the name below. If you have any questions, comment below, or you can email me, support@prettysimplemusic.com, or you can reach me on the Facebook page, Pretty Simple Music, Instagram, Twitter. I don't really do Instagram and Twitter that much, but I do use them, but just not as much. So those are direct ways that you can get in contact with me. I'm going to close this out. Today is a new day, a new life, and a new opportunity to become a better you. So if you're a music ministry, you know you're not the best that you should be. Head on over to the website and download maybe this song, or we have other songs. I'm going to be building that library up, but ultimately plan, prepare, have a great, successful practice, when you guys come together, and it will enhance your performance. So again, those are the 4 P's. Do better. When you know better, do better. So that's the reason why I close out with that closing statement. I love you guys so much. Until next time, I'll see you then.